December 1st, first day of Flossmas 2018, and I've been so excited about this for a little while now. As you can tell, I'm a little bit croaky today. I've been quite sick the last week. I actually didn't have a voice for 2.5 days. My husband said it's never been so quiet around this house that he can remember. So I appreciated that. So Flossmas is non-denominational. If you celebrate Flossica or Flostivus, like Festivus for the rest of us, Flossmas is whatever you want it to be. It is just a celebration during the holiday time of year where we celebrate something stitchy. So it can be, working on projects that you've been wanting to finish up for a long time that have a holiday theme, or perhaps like me, you're doing something a little bit crazy and you're starting an ornament every single day, which is, I'm so excited. That's how I'm gonna do this. That's how I'm gonna do Flossmas. I'm going to be starting an ornament every day. You do not need to start an ornament every day to participate in Flossmas. It can be whatever you want to make it. That's kind of what's fun about it. So you may have noticed at the beginning of this video, I posted a really beautiful picture of a Flossmas 2018 Christmas ornament. About a week ago, and I'm not even joking, it was only about a week ago, I was chatting with my friend Patty Brake from Newfoundland. She is the floss tuber and knit podcaster, 4 boys and a Newfoundland girl. She is a cross-stitch designer. And we're friends because we've met at a retreat locally that she came all the way from Newfoundland to attend, and we got on like a house on fire. So about a week ago we were talking, and I said, what do you think about an ornament for Flossmas? Do you think maybe you could come up with an idea? Well, not only did she come up with an idea, she designed something, stitched the model, had it professionally photographed and ready to go for day 1 of Flossmas, which is astonishing to me. She's an amazingly fast collaborator. I'm gonna put it that way. So it is everything that I could have hoped it would be. So this ornament, I've decided together with Patty, we thought maybe we should do something special this month, and we should have a charity that possibly would benefit from some of our Flossmas feel good, let's help out an organization that we like. And so I asked Patty if she would choose an organization of her choice, and we would donate some money to that charity. So Patty chose beaglepaws.com. So this is a Newfoundland beagle rescue organization, and Patty has volunteered with them in the past. And when she brought this up, when this was her idea, I was immediately on board, because you may or may not remember, we used to have a rescue beagle ourselves. His name was Eddie. We lost him about a year ago, and he was just the most wonderful dog. We adopted him as a senior. So he was maybe 8. He was in between 8 and 10 years old already when we adopted him. We do not know his past. We do know that he had a pretty hard life. It was pretty heartbreaking, the habits and attitudes that he had when he moved in with us. He'd never lived inside a home before. And I don't know if you know much about Canadian winters. They're tough. And this poor little beagle lived outside on a very short chain for a very long time. And we did know that much. So a beagle rescue organization is something that I am totally on board with. So these patterns for the Flossmas ornament are on sale on Patty's Etsy shop for $2 Canadian. So those of you in the States, that's $1. It's approximately $1.52 with the conversion rate. Half of those proceeds from the pattern are going directly to the Beagle Rescue Organization. So I hope you'll join with me in stitching a Flossmas 2018 ornament. The other thing to mention about the charity is at the end of the month, at the end of Flossmas, which is going a full 31 days, I am going to be making a donation in the name of my rescue beagle, Eddie, through my small business, Evertote. So at the end of the month, I will be sending Beagle Paws some money as well. Okay, so let's get to the ornament a day for myself. Now, I've got myself all organized here so that I can share with you exactly what I have in mind. So I've printed out my copy of Patty's pattern because that's the ornament I'm starting with today. So this is the, it makes sense, right? You're gonna start your Flossmas. I'm starting off my Flossmas with the Flossmas ornament. So I've printed off the cover page and my pattern as well. Now, Patty's pattern calls for, she's got DMC colors, and they're pretty standard DMC colors. But because I didn't want to hunt through my DMC and I had already planned to use my stash, I bought the Victorian Motto Sampler Shop Victorian Christmas threads a few months back. And so I was planning on using these for many of the ornaments that I plan to do this month. So what I've done is I have chosen a selection of those threads that will work for Patty's ornament. And I'm going to make color substitutions as I go. So easy peasy. And I've got my 6-inch Q-snap ready to go. And I'm going to be keeping this along in my project bag with all of my ornaments, and I'm just going to swap them out every day. So that way it's nice and simple and I don't need to worry about any other frame. It's just going to stay with my bag. And I'm using a no-name 32 count white even weave. This was in the bag of linen that was gifted to me from my friend Carrie, who is Miss Patty's daughter. So I like that I'm using that from her because, well, I like to think about my friends while I'm stitching. So the other thing that Patty has done for us is Patty has provided, she has designed a free printable to help us stay organized. You can find this printable on her website. I'll provide a link down below. I'll also provide a link to her Etsy shop so that you can find the pattern if you would like to join us in stitching it. Her Etsy shop is www.forboysandnlgirl.com. Look in the drop down box below. I will link directly to it. And on her website, which has the same name except it's not .etsy.com, is the printable for keeping us organized. It is a lovely printable. Have a look. So Flossmas 2018. There's enough room on here for 3 projects. So if you're starting an ornament a day, this is going to help keep us on track. We can write down everything about each individual ornament that we start. And because I know for a fact, I mean, it makes sense. I'm not going to finish 31 ornaments this month. That's just never going to happen. And that's not really the point for me. The point is to go through my magazine stash and get rid of the ones that I'm never going to stitch anything from them, and the ones that I am, get them started, and then, move on. Because some of these magazines have been hanging around for 15 years in my house, and that's such a waste. So I'm going to use them, I'm going to enjoy them, and then I'm going to get rid of the ones that I'm never going to use. So I've got my printable ready to go. I've got my ornament, my pattern, my thread, my fabric, my Q-snap. The only thing left is a bag. I had to make a new bag. So in order to keep myself organized, I've decided to make a new bag every week. So this is, and I'm not just, I'll make a bag for myself and I'll make a few extras for the shop in case anyone's interested. So the bag this week is all one fabric because I like it. And I'm going to be housing Christmas ornaments in them. I wanted a holiday print so that it's easily identifiable as this is one of my ornament bags. And then I couldn't resist. I put a little heart notions pouch with it. So for the week, all of my ornaments, I'll keep the one Q-snap in there with the linen and the pattern and the organizing printable. And then the threads, I will put the threads in the notion pouch with the knowledge that I'm probably going to be using those threads for multiple projects that are in the same bag. Now, when next week I have a new bag and I want to use the same threads that are in here, I'll have to revisit that. But I think for now, this is a good way to start. The other thing was what? I think that was it. No, I think that was it. That's it. Let's start Flossmas. Happy month of December. I wish you happy stitching, and I will be back tomorrow to show you my progress on my Flossmas ornament and what new ornament I'm going to be starting tomorrow. Happy stitching.